Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Unavowed. And I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed the first episode of the series. I know I certainly have. As far as our character goes, he has had a very interesting last year. He went from a struggling actor to a demon-possessed mass murderer. So, good times. But that demon has been exorcised by a mysterious group called the Unavowed, and we are apparently in their headquarters, so let's go ahead and take a look around here. We've got a tiny twin bed, small, but you slept like a rock. I would imagine so. A scratched up violin and bow. This silver crucifix might be useful if vampires are real. Oh, I'm sure we'll probably find out before too much longer. A faded old poster of a heavy metal band, Access of Weevil. I'd be curious. There's certainly some eclectic reading material in this bookcase. Outside, you can see the hustle of a downtown nightlife on the street below. Wow, even in the rain? I love the sound of the rain in the background. A bottle of brandy, crusted with age. A whole pot of espresso, just for you. Somehow, it's always hot. Oh, that is true magic. A little brass elephant with a memento of Siam written on the underside. An empty, stained old sea chest. By the way, I actually really like this format of just putting the mouse over an object and you get its description instead of having to click every little thing. An empty, stained old sea chest. This rusted sword looks like it might break if coughed loudly. Oh, well, that's fragile. Do we have any... No, we have no items. The pipe that we got was taken from us. Probably the smart decision. A framed photograph hangs on the wall near the bed. An old publicity shot of you and Maury. How did this get here? Ooh, that's interesting. So, I don't think we can actually grab it. Still, that adds even more questions to our list. This door leads downstairs. Yeah, that was cool. Alright. Sharp little knives dot the surface of this target. So this is kind of like the danger room, I would assume. Vicious-looking weapons decorate the wall. This helmet has been buffed to a gleaming shine. This bottle looks incredibly ancient as engraved with indecipherable characters. Yeah, didn't they say that she was a djinn? So she's basically a genie. Mandana moves with practiced precision. There's not a drop of sweat on her. This training dummy is covered with deep scratches. These old stone steps are black with... Is that soot? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and have a chat with... wait a minute. Can we grab a weapon? Well, let's talk to her first. Please don't kill me.
You are awake. Did you sleep well?
You just came out of a bottle.
This astonishes you. After all you experienced. I suppose I should have seen this coming. Introduction to the supernatural world can often have unpredictable effects on the mundane mind. It may take some time for you to process it all.
You came out of a bottle and I'm not freaking out. I think I'm processing it okay.
I believe you might be right, especially if last night is any indication. I think you are going to make this transition just fine, and this is good, because there is so little time to waste. My father Kalash is waiting to speak to you in the room beyond the red drapes. When you are ready, seek him out. In the meantime, relax and explore the facility. I will be here if you have any questions.
Oh, well, hopefully he'll be able to provide the explanation that we need. Can we grab the helmet?
That helmet is cursed. Any warrior who dons it would find their head squeezed until it breaks. I would be wary of touching it.
Good call.
Please do not disturb those. It took centuries to arrange them just the way I like them.
Well, far be it for us to mess up the order of things. Well, it looks like we can't go here on the edges. Let's try the soot steps before we go through the study. This guy is so Harry Dresden, it's not even funny. We got a fire extinguisher, that's probably for the best. An old photo of a quaint suburban house. An old color photo of Eli and Mondana. Can we see it? Oh, happier times. An old photo of Eli and a woman in a wedding dress. Well, let's look at the quaint suburban house. Beckett. Okay, is that Eli's last name? Pretty girl. Some precisely calculated fireball trajectories. So he's all about the math, too. There's not a single singe mark on Eli's fingers or hat. Black and white photo of two young girls. I wonder how old Eli is. Because these are some old fashions. So maybe he's using magic to extend his lifespan? A scrawled list of obscure formulas. It's all Greek to you. And probably is Greek. An old black and white photo of a man at a desk. Please don't singe me. Well, him coming from a previous era would definitely explain the old detective vibe, like 1930s or 40s maybe? Fire extinguishers. A wise precaution. Yes, indeed. Alright, let's have a chat with Eli here.
Hey! Don't surprise a fire mage like that. Bad idea. Anyway, hi. You settling in okay?
This place is pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess it kind of is. Where else can you see a guy throw fire without paying for it? But seriously, it took me a while to get used to this stuff. It's not gonna happen for you overnight. But you'll get there. Faster than you think. Anyway, I'm sure you want to walk around. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Could I ask you a few questions first?
I don't see why not.
Oh. Can we... Actually... about last night.
You had time to process it? I know I have. To be honest, I'm just glad the exorcism worked. Took 4 days of concentration to prepare that spell. I gave it everything I had.
4 days? Actually, that shouldn't surprise me. It was worth it. Thank you.
Hey, it's our job. Think nothing of it. I just wish I hadn't summoned that thing. I know the creature was technically blameless, but I'm still not sure we made the right call. Still, I suppose it's too late now.
I guess we'll figure that out, the consequences of that later. Can we talk about the Unavowed?
I know a little bit about that. What do you want to know?
What does the Unavowed do?
Well, we're sort of supernatural police. Sometimes there's a threat that only we can handle, and we go and handle it. Well, I say sometimes, but lately it's been a lot more than that.
How long has the Unavowed been around?
Gosh, a really long time. Sorry. If you're looking for a history lesson, Mondana or Kalash are the ones to ask. As far as I'm concerned, we do good work. That's all that matters.
How come I've never heard of you guys before? I'm sure they have some sort of, masquerade.
You know, I wondered the same thing when I first joined. I mean, we're careful. We use veils. I don't throw fire around Times Square or anything. But the real secret, nobody notices us. It's kind of uncanny. Mundanes go through crazy mental tricks to pretend we're not there. So maybe the mundane world isn't ready for us yet, but they will be. They won't have a choice the way things are going.
Probably getting harder and harder to keep on the down low. More threats? How much is a lot more?
Let me put it this way. There are 732% more threats than there used to be, give or take 0.5. A year ago, we'd usually be called out once a month, if at all. Now it's almost every day. And me and Mondana, we're the only ones dealing with it. Until now, anyway.
Yowza. Well, let's talk about something else.
Sure.
I'm curious about yourself. Actually, we'll get to those, but... a photo appeared on my wall. Do you know how it got there?
You too, huh? Wasn't long after I joined up that my first photo appeared. Scared the hell out of me. It's something to do with this building. It wants you to remember who you are, who you were. Don't think about it too hard. I've been here 50 years and I still don't know how it works.
Okay, so he has definitely been extending his life somehow. Could I ask you about some of the pictures on your walls?
Look, I really wanted to get some practice in. Maybe next time.
Yeah. Of course, he'd keep that close to the vest. Well, then I'm pretty curious about yourself, Eli.
I guess if we're gonna work together, we should know each other. Ask away.
So you're a wizard?
Ooh, never use the word wizard. It's a social faux pas or something. I'm a mage, with a capital M. The capital is also important. At least that's what the books tell me. I never actually met another mage to find out.
We use the W word. How long have you been with the Unavowed?
Since the Nixon administration. I'm, older than I look.
Just how old are you?
If you must know, I'm 92. It's the magic. Keeps me young. No surgery required.
Don't look a day over 85. You're 92? Really?
Yeah, it is what it is, okay? I'm a mage. We live long lives. And a story.
Probably being fueled by his magical energies. Doesn't that fire hurt?
Nope, kinda tingles, but that's it. It's kinda like playing with light, at least when it touches my flesh. Clothes, though, I can burn them clear off and I won't even notice. Took about a decade and a dozen indecent exposure arrests before I managed to make my clothes fireproof.
Human Torch kind of thing. Why do you live down here?
Why do you think? Fire mage here. I could easily burn this place to the ground if I'm not careful. I needed a place to practice, and a room insulated with stone was the obvious choice. Besides, I don't feel the cold, so it's quite cozy down here.
Ah. Alright, well, let's talk about something else. Enough about you.
Sure.
I couldn't ask about the quit. Let's see if we can...
You had time to be... I know...
Alright. Pretty much the same for these two, so... I'll leave you to it, Eli.
Right. See you around.
We got some cool cast of characters here already. Well, let's go meet the third member of the team. Oh, wow. An impossibly old, impossibly muscled, and impossibly blue man gazes into the fire. A colorful painting of a mother and child. Alright, so that is definitely Mandala. Probably with her mom. A ship in a bottle hangs in a place of honor above the door. Oh, is this kind of a on Stranger Tides kind of thing? I wonder if that's a real ship. It's either a Tiffany lamp or a very good replica. a blue-green crystal glowing with a mysterious inner light. There's the lamp. The spirits in these bottles are the drinking kind, at least you hope. An imposing door leads down to the street. There's a young lady with glasses. This bottle emits a faint hum. Oh, okay, well that might be the lamp. Smoke dances up the chimney from the warm embers of the fire. I guess you never have to worry about that when Eli's around. Alright, well, let's have a chat with this gentleman.
Oh, you're the new one, aren't you?
I'm not going to bring up the obvious. Yes, I'm here to join the Unavowed.
Nobody joins the Unavowed, boy. We serve it. We are the wall against the darkness. As for me, I am Kalash. I am a djinn of the ancient kingdom, and I run this branch of the Unavowed. And you? You were possessed. How'd you let that happen?
Okay, so Mandala must be like half djinn. It was a book. I touched it and then...
Sloppy. Such a thing would have been unthinkable once. In my day, even a newborn babe had wits enough to leave books of demonic evil alone. Mundanes today don't know they're born. The world has gotten soft, needs toughening up. How tough are you, new boy?
Great, a genie who was like, back in my day. I'm an actor. I do all my own stunts. I got the scars to prove it.
You compare fighting the forces of darkness to play acting with wooden swords? No. You have yet to experience your true crucible, but it will come. Oh yes, it will come. At any rate, we have much to discuss and much to do. Settle in, talk to the others, get the lay of the land. I will call our meeting when you are ready.
Okay, well, we've pretty much already talked to everyone, to the best of my knowledge. I don't think we can... Can we go outside? Is it going to let us?
I don't believe I gave you permission to leave.
Oh. Okay.
Yes?
Here's a full list of questions. About last night.
Last night, yes. You gave us quite the chase. We know nothing about the demon that was inside you, but it was a wily thing.
I wish I could remember.
Be grateful that you cannot. It was taunting us, dancing just out of our reach, slaughtering whomever it could. But we got it in the end. Regardless of what happens next, we stopped it. We can all take comfort in that.
Can we talk about the Unavowed?
Certainly. What is your question?
Now, this is probably the exact same kind of thing, but we'll see if the answers match up between her and Eli. What does the Unavowed do exactly?
We are peacekeepers. We protect the mundane world from the threats of the supernatural. We help who we can, destroy ones we must, and recruit those who are willing. With you, I suppose we did all three.
I'm noticing a little bit of like CD skip between some dialogue options. It's not the end of the world, but feels like I'm playing an old CD-ROM game. How long has the Unavowed been around?
As a whole, for thousands of years. But the New York branch is only 400 years old. As long as there is need of us, we will be here.
So the branch is like older than America. Wow. Okay, it was here during the colonies then, obviously. How come I've never heard of you before?
We do not exactly advertise our presence. We prefer it that way. But the truth is, the last century has seen a diminishing need for our services. Things have certainly changed.
Business has picked up. Changed?
Yes. Supernatural threats have been escalating. It happened so suddenly we were caught unprepared. We had become complacent. We have not been recruiting. You are the first new recruit in decades. The first of many, we hope.
Well, better make a good first impression.
I will do my best to answer.
There's a photo of me in my room. Who put it there?
I do not know. I am not being facetious. I honestly do not know. This building has housed many agents over the centuries, and they too have been given gifts. Photographs and portraits of loved ones, precious possessions long since lost. We do not question it. We merely accept it and be thankful for it.
Well, I have some questions about yourself, if that's okay.
Me? What do you want to know?
So you're a... Oh, we're about to use the G word, aren't we? A genie?
The term is jinn. And yes, on my father's side. And no, I do not grant wishes.
How long have you been with the Unavowed?
When was this city founded? 1624. Yes, I was just a child, but it was around that time.
You're 400 years old?
418. No, 19. My birthday was last month. It is difficult to keep track, but Father always remembers.
Well, happy belated birthday.
I will do my best.
And that's pretty much that. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Well, can we... Oh, it's not going to actually let us go back upstairs. I don't think. Nope. Okay. Well, I guess we can go ahead and let him know we're ready for the meeting. We have been introduced to the entire gang so far.
What is it? You ready to start the meeting?
Can we talk about the Unavowed?
I might know a thing or two about that.
What does the Unavowed do?
We're the wall against the darkness, the protectors of the mundane world. We might not be what we once were, but we are here, and that is all that matters.
His design is awesome. How long have you been around?
Nobody knows for sure, not even I. But this branch is exactly 393 years old. I know because I founded it.
You founded this place?
Yes, this city was becoming a force to be reckoned with the supernatural forces to match. There was important work to be done. I volunteered, and here I am still.
How come I've never heard of you before?
That's gratitude for you. Used to be, you mundanes would beg us for help if a cat looked at you funny. But yes, I won't deny it. Supernatural threats became fewer and further between over the last century. There was little reason for mundanes to think of us at all. But things have changed.
Changed?
Yes. Supernatural threats have risen. Exponentially. It's been difficult to contain. We need to fill our ranks. You are the first in a long line of many, I hope.
Well, hope I make a good impression.
Well, spit it out.
I'd like to ask you about some people we know.
I do not indulge in idle gossip. If you want to know of someone, ask them.
Okay, fair enough. About last night.
Not now. My opinion will be given during the meeting, rest assured.
Fair enough. Let's go ahead and call the meeting then.
Indeed. The time for waiting is past.
Father, you met our latest recruit?
Yes. I admit he doesn't look like much, but we'll see what this life makes of him.
Thanks.
We were all neophytes once, Kalaj.
Most of us, Mage Beckett. Most of us.
It's like, I'm right here, you know. Let's go ahead and... This is out of our pay grade, so we're going to keep quiet and wait.
I have read the reports on your last mission. Mage Beckett, is it true you summoned a void creature?
Yes, by accident, I swear.
Irrelevant. Magic is unpredictable. I understand this. What I don't understand is why you let it feed on human corpses. What will the mundane authorities think when they find tooth marks on the victims,
The creature was both a danger and an innocent. We reached a compromise. That is all.
We'll be the ones compromised if the two of you aren't more careful.
Don't blame them. That was my idea.
That may be, but you had no authority over them. It was their choice to make.
Father, regardless of our choices, the void creature is gone. We have a more pressing concern.
Yes, you let the demon escape. Your mission was a failure.
Wait, the demon is still out there?
Yes, just waiting to find another hapless victim. No disrespect.
Sir, he was a big help.
Help you would not have needed if you achieved your primary goal.
I almost did. I was so close. I had it contained, but it was stronger than I expected.
I see. This is becoming distressingly commonplace.
Nevertheless, Eli speaks the truth. We underestimated the threat.
Then that will have to be sufficient. And now to the next item at hand. Your next mission.
Keep quiet.
For an actor, you don't say very much. Out in the field, there is no script to follow. I hope you studied the art of improvisation, for all our sakes. I have detected void activity in the East Village, somewhere close to Astor Place. You are to travel there, determine the cause of the disturbance, and neutralize it.
See, the thing about it is, you'd find that a lot of actors are actually very observant. They only kind of, some of them only kind of play the part when they have to. Void activity?
Activity from beyond the void. Do try and keep up.
Are you sure he's ready to go out into the field so soon?
These are dangerous times. Dark forces are coming. We don't have the time for traditional training. If he isn't able to handle it immediately, we might as well kill him now. Trial by fire, sink or swim, do or die. You want to prove yourself to the Unavowed, new boy? Now is your chance. Meeting adjourned.
Well, I guess that settles that.
Can we lock him in the booze cabinet? I guess we should get going?
Yes, as soon as possible.
And I really hoped I could take the day off. Anyway, we're ready when you are.
All right, guys. Well, that was the introductions have been made. And, they're going to follow us around. Mandana's eyes dart impatiently towards the door. Eli is trying to hold back a grin. He's clearly amused by something. Probably Mandala's impatience. Alright, guys. Well, I guess we're going to be heading to our very first mission as a member of the Unavowed. And we'll go ahead and do that in the beginning of the next episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. That'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.